Peace and love, bag babes. It's your girl Nashay. What's up? What's good? Thank you for stopping by and checking out this video. First and foremost, I'd like to say hello to any new subscriber. Welcome to the Bag Babe family, and to all my day ones. What's up? What's up? What's up? Thank y'all for stopping by. So today we're going to talk about my bag of the week. Okay, this is what I'll be carrying this week. So this right here is a Dooney & Bourke shopper. It's a small shopper, and it is in a Saffiano leather, and the color is mint. She is such a pretty girl. So just a little history on her. I remember it was the beginning of the pandemic, and we had just started working from home. And the world was just really crazy. And I remember being, I don't know, I remember feeling uneasy about things. It was just a real interesting time. And I'm so glad that we all made it through, right? I think I was doing some emotional shopping for sure, because that's how she came about. I believe this is a purchase from, I want to say this is a QVC purchase from back then, the start of the pandemic. So she's been in my collection, and I use that word loosely now, but she has been in, I would much prefer to say she has been in the stash. She has been in my Dooney, my handbag stash for a couple years. I bought her small, and then I bought a beautiful red one, and that was the larger size. And once I realized that I really didn't want these bags, because I had the intention of wearing them, it just wasn't happening. Life was happening, however, at that time. Changes just all over the place, right? So I was selling my house. I was looking to buy a house. I would soon become pregnant. Yeah. So all that was going on. When I finally realized that this bag and the other one that I bought weren't bags that I would reach for, I just didn't need them. And I like them. They were pretty bags. I just knew that I wasn't going to use them, or so I thought. And so the intention then was, I'm just going to sell it. I'm just going to sell it. To this day, I still haven't listed these bags. I do have a number of bags that I need to move out of my stash and like just sell them. That's why you'll see sometimes on my community page, I am, listing bags as sold, because I sell my handbags through Mercari. And I've been going through my stash a whole lot lately. It's an emotional purging that if you're not ready for, it's not pretty. And it's getting a little easier, because now I'm coming to know what I need in a handbag right now for the lifestyle that I have right now. So that makes my handbag life a little easier. So I say all that to say, I've been in the stash. I've been looking at the stash. I've been trying to figure out the stash. I've been moving the stash through the universe via donation, via Mercari, via a persister. I've been moving the stash because I want a working collection, and that there's such a difference in the two: a stash and a collection, a stash and a working collection. I believe there's some differences, and I am seeking to have a working collection. Bags that are in rotation, bags that I am choosing on a regular, bags that I'm enjoying, bags that I'm watching patina, bags that are aging gracefully, bags that are living their best life. That's what I'm trying to do with the collection. Right now with the stash, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. This is a beautiful mint color. And I noticed that when I was looking through the stash. And I tried to ignore it, but every time I went to look through the stash and manage the stash, I saw this. And I was like, okay, I think that's gonna be my next Carrie. I don't think I'm selling this girl. And so here she is. This is the Carrie for the week. And I adore her. I adore her. I think she is very cute. I was able, and durable. I love durability in a handbag, okay? So the Saffiano leather, although it's not a crowd favorite, I find that I do like Saffiano leather because she can take a beating and still look awesome. And so that works for my lifestyle because, again, we are purchasing and loving on bags that are for this lifestyle, not the fantasy lifestyle that we have in our heads, right? When we make purchases that truly aren't for us. It happens to the best of us. But because we're adulting, we are choosing handbags that suit our lifestyle. This is somewhat of a smaller tote, right? You can tell by the size. But she does carry everything, all the essentials. You see that she has that outer pocket, so you can get some essentials in there. You don't even have to go inside the bag, which I find so convenient. And then we have our interior. Like I said, it holds all your essentials plus, and it has good organization. And then the handles. These straps right here, these straps have such an amazing strap drop. You would not have a problem getting your arm through this, even if you were wearing a coat. I love that she is slim, because one of my pet peeves with Dooney and Bourke handbags is that sometimes the totes, especially when you first get it, they're not slim if you get like a large, and the base almost feels like it's like protruding off of your body at the side. So it's weird, but if you know, you know. So because of that issue that I have, I don't like the bulky feeling of the tote bag that Dooney sometimes offers in their totes, in my opinion. So I don't get that from this one. She's slender and she fits all my essentials. If I wanted to, I don't have the current book we're reading for the book club is not in here. I'm still waiting on it. It's coming in the mail, but I would be able to also slip that book in here and not have a problem. It's just awesome, Carrie, and I like it, and I'm glad I saved her from the donation. Well, no, she was not going to be donated. She was not going to be donated. I'm so happy that I saved her from the sell pile, because I was going to try to recoup some cash for this girl. So let's take a closer look at her and take a peek inside, which I did not bog her down with too many things. So we should not be here. I should not be before you too much longer unless I get too chatty. This purse, I am using my Dooney and Bourke Fuchsia Kiss Lock coin purse for cosmetics. And the cosmetics I have in here, simple. It's very simple. We have a Fenty blotting powder. We have Black Radiance blush. And we have one lipstick, which is my current fave right now, which is that Cross Colors lipstick that I showed you a couple videos back. So they fit comfortably in here, like so. So we have that. And I also have a Etc. pouch, bathroom pouch. Call it what you like. I like to call it Etc. pouch because sometimes I have more than just bathroom things in here. You might find a hair tie, a first aid kits, stuff like that. So to me, it's more like an etc. pouch than just a bathroom pouch. And today is no different. I actually still have my Baccarat oil as backup in here. I have petroleum jelly, hand sanitizer, floss, first aid kit, and a girly good, which is a feminine product, and a hair tie. Usually the same thing these days in the etc. pouch. And as you saw, it has room for extras if I need some extra things in there. I also have this right here, which is my eyeglass case. And I got this on the Dollar Tree. And it's one of those that you just press in at the top and it opens up. I often keep pencils and pens in here because it's very good for that and keeps it contained, and very slim. So this also works for pens and pencils. We do have our handy dandy notebook, of course. Alrighty, I have this pencil case. It's so pretty. I think it complements the bag so nicely. It just kind of, those colors just pop on there. I think that's pretty. So I have my pens and a couple pencils in here. Let's see. That is everything I have in the main compartment. Pencils, notebook, cosmetics, eyeglass case, etc. pouch. Perfect. So we will move on to the interior pockets. So there are 2 slip pockets right here down in the front. And then one large one back here. And then a zipper pocket in the back. So we'll start with these 2 front pockets. I have my Fenty perfume, travel perfume. I have my earbuds. In the second pocket, it's empty. And in the back pocket, that large slip pocket in the back interior, I have my wallet. I decided to stay in this wallet because I like the color up against this blue. I think it's pretty together. Gives me like beach vibes. And that is what I have in that slip pocket. Also have a loose TJ Maxx credit card. Let me slip that in here. You don't want to lose those things. And this wallet I picked up from Coach Outlet a couple years ago and totally forgot that I had it. You might have seen that in my video recently. But I like it because it just has 1, 2, 3, 4 slits in the front. And then it has this little snap, leather snap here. And then at the top, actually you have to open it up. But at the top, it has another slit up here. So you could probably get some cash in there if you wanted, a love letter, something important, another card. You can stick it right there. And I like that. And it's so slim. It just slides right in. I think I have moved past my love of large wallets. I'm definitely feeling a little card case that you could slide in somewhere or keep in a small wristlet. But my days of loving the larger wallets, I think, has come to an end. I think. All right, moving along. All right, so nothing else in that pocket. And then finally the zippered pocket, the large zippered pocket. Do I have anything in here? At the moment, I do not have anything in there. What I would have in here is my second cell phone, and I would also have a lighter in here. Can't hurt to start putting a packet of tissue in the bag. I used to do that and I stopped doing that, but that'll be good. A packet of tissue in the purse would be a good essential. That is everything on the inside of the bag. And like I showed you earlier, it has a exterior pocket. And when I open that up, and it has this big leather pull, such a pretty color. When I open up this pocket, I do have my Fenty lip oil, which I appreciate now, really liking it. I also have a little bit of candy, and I should have, and I do have my keys. I didn't do anything with the keys this time around, didn't jazz it up, nothing, just kept it simple, sliding it in and out. I do have this right here, and it's something super cute that my mom sent me. So let me show you. You basically open up this little pouch like so. So it's a little pouch, has a snap. And then when you open it, there is like a silver coin, it looks like, in there. And you pull it out, and it says, "A little pocket hug." All right, so it says "a little pocket hug" on the back. There are some sweet words, very tiny words, etched in there. Just words of comfort and support and love. That is a little pocket hug. And I've had it on my keys for a few months now. I'm going to keep it on my keys, or keep it with me, right? Because it was something very sweet from my mom. And you know how moms are. Very sweet. I was thinking, when my daughter leaves to go off to school, I haven't beat it down too much. Maybe I'll give her the little pocket hug to carry on her keys. So we'll see. So that's a thought that I had. So anyways, that's the keys. And that is everything in my front pocket. Everything in the front pocket. That's the carry, you guys. That is the carry. That is the carry. I love the girl. I love it. Look at those straps. Okay, and then let's talk about the decor. This is just a little purse necklace that I made. I'm just using some very tiny beads. And I thought it was very pretty and complemented the bag. So I do love a pretty bag charm. That's another thing that I picked up by being in the purse community, which was just learning how to add decor to the handbag and really make it your own. And I love that charms just give it that extra something, right? So it turned a little plain bag into something that has a little bit more personality. And I really love it. Thank you for checking out my video. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Really nice to sit down with you and just have this chat and share my bag with you. I hope that you have a lovely day. And until next time, I will talk to you soon. Peace and love.